Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la. Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la.
Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. As you see, my mood is totally different as like 2 hours ago. Of course, I'm not happy about Juventus 24-25. Of course, I am absolutely not happy, especially about the return games, the second round of Serie A 24-25. We'll speak about all what went wrong. Of course, we'll have time to analyze all what went wrong. We'll speak about what we need to do so that we avoid having again a season like this one, but also like the latest one. But now we go with a qualification to Champions League because it is official. It is official thanks to Belgium, thanks to Charles de Ketelaar, thanks to myself, because I never stopped believing in Charles de Ketelaar potential. He brought us in Champions League 24-25 because Juventus was not able to do it by themselves. They were not able. We were not able to do it by ourselves. We needed the hand, we needed the help, and we needed the other one to lose, to collapse, to not be able to catch up Juventus. Juventus was able to give a lot of assists, not to ourselves, not to the Bianconeri, but we were able to give a lot of assists to the other ones, to the other teams. And for a reason or other, they were not able to catch them because Juventus played and is playing a relegation return season. A relegation return season. Level with Salernitana, with Frosinone. A disaster one. An incredibly disaster one. But was I expecting more towards the end of the season? Of course, as a Juventino, I'm always hoping and praying. But we know that this season was over. We knew it. I knew it, you knew it, we all knew it, but I believe also the coach, also the players, we all knew that it was over. We needed 7 points, we actually did less than 7, because there are still 2 games to play, and we qualified thanks to the Atalanta win. We qualified thanks to the Atalanta win. It's a shame if you are looking at the ranking, because we are paired with Bologna, but at least, we can activate the plan. And plan A. Plan A that will, pay attention, not be the plan of Manchester City, the one of Real Madrid, the one of Paris Saint-Germain. We are far from that financially, but it's the plan A that we are working on since 1 year. And it can't be soon enough to really activate it. Now we can go towards the people that we want to renew. We also can go towards the tough decision that we need to take. And then we can go towards new players, approaching them, promising them, black on white, that we will participate to Champions League 24-25. So let me say hello to the people that are here again today with me. Show feet for... What is this message? Why did I start with this message? So if you will see a smile on my face, ragazzi, because you don't know the consequences of not qualifying to Champions League. You don't know. You can't imagine the consequences of not qualifying to Champions League. Everything could go totally wrong, but not for one season. For really a lot of seasons. So we qualify to Champions League, we can now breathe out all together and we can start planning. Planning 24-25 because that will be our objective. Of course, we are playing a last important game on Wednesday against Atalanta. That honestly, if we play against that Atalanta of today, will be extremely tough. Will be extremely tough, tough. At the moment on paper, we lose. At the moment on paper, we lose. Then football is beautiful because we all start with a 0-0. But let me say hello to the people. I will try to avoid showing my feet. I prefer doing other things instead of showing my feet. Ciao Igor, ciao famous, watching Atalanta today after watching Juve. Not final, not good. The final, yeah, but that we will come to that. Cha-ching, indeed, cha-ching, because Champions League, that was what That is it. That's the main part. That's financially the most important thing. Ciao Otman. Capitano Rabiot was decisive today. I wrote him a message. I'm not sure because he's in silent mode if he will watch my message today. But I said thank you to believe until the end. Because I said it, horrible first half for Adrien Rabiot, but at the end he believed in it until the end, and thanks to his goal, he qualifies us to Champions League directly, immediately. Now, pay attention, the performance was horrible. We already start speaking about that a bit earlier. Ciao Bogdan, show me the money. I have no money, guys, I have no money, but, the Champions League, if I'm not wrong, will be played on 3 diverse days, on Tuesday, Wednesday, and on Thursday, because there will be a lot of games. It's a new format, but we have the honor to will be able to speak here on the channel about that. Next year, we have a potential maximum of 69 games. That's what we want to aim for. It will be tough. It will be extremely difficult. Today, it's an utopia to believe that we will play 69 games, because that means that you go into the final of all the competitions. But at least Juventus has one thing. You are in these competitions, in all of them. In Serie A, in Coppa Italia, 2 that are always mandatory. But then on top of that, and that's because of ourselves, and also because of the other ones, Supercoppa, Champions League edition 24-25, the new format, and then Club World Cup. Club World Cup, super new, super fantastic, beautiful tournament where Juventus will participate, super important. No, King. You can repeat it how many times you want. I will not do them. Ciao, guys. Back to where we belong. Yeah, that's the message. Anthony. Ciao, Beppe. Tough year, but now we can relax and we can build for the future. There is one thing that I don't understand personally, but sincerely, I can't understand it. I don't understand it. Is people that are saying we don't deserve to qualify to Champions League 24-25. This is something that I will never understand. Why? I will tell you immediately, because according to me, Serie A is made of 38 games, which are 38 games, the same for every single club. Then you're lucky, you're unlucky to face a team in their best moment, or you're lucky to face them when they are in their bad moment. If you play today Frosinone, I'm not speaking about Juve because Juve is against everyone, but other teams, you're playing against Frosinone today, it's not the same as you are playing against Frosinone in the beginning of the season, but that's for every team, for example. But it's a marathon on 38 games. I don't believe in we don't deserve, we deserve, we don't deserve, we deserve. If today Juventus has the necessary point to qualify in Champions League, yes, of course, it's because of the other ones. But it's also thanks to Juve, thanks to all the points that we did in the first round, where we were competing for the Scudetto. You like it or not, the way that we were playing well or not, we were competing for the Scudetto. That's a reality. I know you don't like to hear it, but the other ones were playing low level, even lower than Juventus, and they were not able to keep pace with the points that Juventus was doing. Now, since match day 22, I believe, since the game against Napoli, we dropped. We disappeared, we ghosted, and we are doing one shameful performance after the other. We are always touching the lower point, and we are graving, and we are going lower and lower and lower. It's true, but at the end, I don't agree. I don't know, guys, Let me know, yes or no, what you believe, if I'm right or wrong. But according to me, you need to, if you deserve or you don't deserve, you watch them at the end of the 38 games. And at the end of the 38 games, it means that at the moment, Juventus, they qualify in Champions League because of the 38 games, or at least 36, because that's what we needed. Because of the other ones, maybe, it's not our fault. That means that the other one did less good than Juve. Now, Atalanta will need to qualify because they have that advantage. If they collapse in the last, I believe, 3 games that they still need to play, it's because of them, not because of Juve. Otherwise, if it's Roma, because of them. If it's Lazio, because of them. That's what I believe. Ciao to Bendegus, to Anthony Isgro, I already read it, to Farad, to Dragan, Saraz with Mercato is crazy. I wanted to start with that because, the qualification brings us a Mercato is crazy, where I tell you, yes, the coach, of course the coach, but not only. Not only. A lot more will we have to do. We will have to do a lot more than just the coach. Now, I continue to read. Stavros, ciao Beppe. Now, with the Champions League secure, we can have a clear mind about the player. Look, there is one thing about that clear mind, Stavros. I believe that the mind is really clear since really long. Not since today, since really long at Juventus HQ. I believe, I'm sure. Decision has been taken long time ago. The problem is that we couldn't activate them. We couldn't make them public. Ciao Alessandro, let me read a bit of comment. The one of Noor. The first one to extend 28 months for Noor. Ciao Juventini. Earlier, after the game, I was so pissed off and I didn't want to say anything to make people mad, but my God. Finish next message. I missed your next message, Noor. Let me check if I'm able to find it. Yes or no? No, I don't find your here. But this team needs to be shake off every time. In this team needs to be replaced, except a few. All our midfield need to be replaced. Cambiaso was the best mid we have today, and he's not even a midfielder. Is the message of Noor. Thank you, Noor. Thank you for a new membership of RG 1897. Thank you, my friend. Thank you also to Lasse with a donation. Thank you for a donation. Really appreciate it. Thank you for your support, guys. Vlahovic, striker. Chiesa, right wing. Kenan, right wing as well. How many? Samarsic, Modric, number 10. Locatelli, Merino, number 6. Cambiaso, Calafiori, Bremer, Danilo, and Tech next year with Thiago Motta. I hope this will be Juventus. There is one thing. Thank you, Lionel or Lionel, how you want to. Thank you for subscribing. Also super important. Look, the important thing here with your lineup, which I can even agree, that's a beautiful one. Szczesny into the goal, Danilo right back, Bremer, Calafiori, Cambiaso. You have Merino, you have Locatelli. It's a 4-2, and then you go with a Modric, Samarsic. Yeah, how many players do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You play with 12. With 12 we will win every game. You win every game with 12 players. No, but if you're looking at that lineup, that can be really beautiful men or whatever you want, to even a Modric with the experience and so on, we will need much more than that. We will need much more than that. The only thing that I see here that probably you will be disappointed about, Lasse, is that I see Vlahovic and Chiesa and Kenan Yildiz, and Cambiaso, and Bremer, and I believe that's a bit too much in terms of there will be a big sacrifice. There will be a big sacrifice. There is a lot that we need to change, much more than people are thinking at the moment. Mohamed Youssef, Habibi, thank you. Allegri is the first coach to outsource our achievements. Maybe it's karma that with this disaster season we collected our money back. Irony, Milan loaned player is bringing our money Milan took. It's true. I didn't think about that one. But it's true that actually the money that went to Milan, it was our money, because we qualified to Champions League, not Milan. Milan, they took our money. They reinforced their team. Not sure if they took all the right decisions, but they reinforced their team, and because they had so many players, they loaned out a Charles de Ketelaere that today is bringing us in Champions League. So we can see it in a way of karma. Would have been a total karma if Milan didn't qualify to Champions League. They are secure to be second. We can't catch them up. Bologna can't catch them up. So the first two spots are already determined in Serie A. So Inter will play Champions League. Juventus will play Champions League, Milan will play Champions League, Bologna is today sure also to play Champions League, and now we are waiting between Atalanta, Roma and Lazio to understand who will be the fifth team. Pay attention. If Atalanta qualifies being fifth, that automatically, and if they win, of course, if they win the Europa League against Leverkusen, and they finish fifth, that automatically opens a sixth spot between Roma and Lazio. That will be a big derby della capitale to understand who will go there. But that's a problem for them, not for us. Ciao Julian Dos Santos. I wanted to start with the song of Yost Clan. Welcome in Europa. But I know it was a controversial thing yesterday, so I will try to avoid it. But I saw your top tweet yesterday. Ciao, Julian. Ciao, my friend. Just wanted to say I was really happy seeing you do beautiful things with Juve this week. Only way is up for you, hopefully, Juve. Thank you. Thank you, Julian. Look, Julian, I wanted to already make a video, but I know that in the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it's not the day where we catch the most people, and also because we had an important game to play, so I waited a bit, but I want to make a recap because it's really worth speaking about it. I don't know if you see it here, but I have a beautiful, fantastic t-shirt. I will show you the back. I will show you the back where you see actually the date of the 8th of May, and then you see all the different rooms. That's a t-shirt that we received there from Juventus Creator Lab. You see also the box here, the beautiful box, Juventus Creator Lab. It's really beautiful. I broke half the house, of course. You see, we are live, guys. We are live. Disaster. Disaster. People are laughing. You see, at least we make you happy. By the disaster. Oh. It happens. It happens. Why was I showing you that? Because I will speak about it. I will try to do it at the beginning of the week because it's really... Or maybe later we can already start speaking about it if you have some questions. But first, let's concentrate on Juventus, of course, because people are waiting for it. Ciao Luca Seminara, 16 months together with us. Ciao Beppe. The most beautiful message with two hearts, the white and the black, bianco-nero. And Darius from Sweden, finally Champions League, the champion. Do you remember the disgusting voice I have when I'm singing? The intonation, the no, disaster voice. Well, my voice will be back for at least minimum 8 games. We need to do more. Are you happy? Are you happy to hear my voice again every single day that we will play Champions League with a beautiful song? The champions, the champions, the champions. Super important. That last part is super important. Steve Cano is saying, no, I'm absolutely not happy. David Mirabella, yes. Niven, yes. Mufid, no. GJustjuve, you need to help me on that one, all of these. You need to help me. Happy birthday, Aldo. Aldo that today is celebrating. Look, half and half. Juventus was not able to give you a happy birthday, but at least Charles de Ketelaar thought about it. Happy birthday to Aldo Bonazzo, one of the really loyal ones. Here on the channel, but also on Telegram group. Grazie. And happy birthday to you, my friend. Happy birthday. Thank you again for the donation, Darius. Finally, Champions League. I have an off-topic question to you. Would you like Serie A to change format and play? Mamma mia! No, sorry, guys. Oh, especially not the Belgian one. Especially not the Belgian one. Okay, I explain you. I am the playoffs. Playoffs were trendy in Italy when Juventus was winning year on year. Because Juventus was the only one that was winning, and then Napoli, everyone was actually saying, we want the playoff. So we have more attractive games, and then we have someone that can win. What is playoff? You take, I don't know, the 4 first one or the 6 first one, depending a bit of the league. And these guys are playing then against each other. Why is it? For television, right? To increase the big games, because then you play every week. Inter against Milan, Inter against Juve, Milan against Napoli. I don't know, the 4 big ones. And of course, it's attractive in a way if you want to do more views, more attractivity, and everything can happen. In Belgium, it's even worse because at the end of the regular season, they take the teams there on top and they halve the points. So everything that you did, they halve the points. And then you start again. Disaster. No, I hate it. I hate it completely. I said it back then when we were winning. When Juventus was winning 9 in a row, I said I'm totally against it. Now that we are losing 4 times in a row, I continue to say that I really hate it. According to me, you have different competitions. You have the marathon, that is Serie A. You have the marathon, you have Serie A. 38 games. I would love even to reduce it towards 36 games, if not 34 games. You go lower, 34 games are good. And at the end, the best one wins. You have top moments, you have low moments, whatever, but the best one wins. That's it. As easy as that. Then you have competitions like the Champions League, like the Coppa Italia, where you play knockout stages, in, out, you lose, you win, and then you go through or not, and you play a final. We have these competitions already done. No. I'm totally against playoff. I don't like it. Really don't like it. So I hope I answered your question quite well. Alessio is saying, I'm embarrassed that we have to qualify this way. Yes, it's true. I totally agree. I agree. It's not a beautiful way to qualify. It's a shame. It's a pity. It's a disaster. It's because of ourselves, because all the opportunities that we threw away, because we are not winning since 6 games. But I can tell you, if I said it, my objective this season was to compete for the Scudetto as long as possible. But as long as possible was not dropping on the 27th of January. It was to go as long as possible, trying to win it. But if someone else would win it, I would have loved to see progressions towards fighting as far as possible. Something that was not possible. We threw it away. We were not good enough. It's even worse than the last season, because if we see the return games, it's really a pity. It's really a shame. So it's not beautiful to win that way, but at a certain moment I said it, guys, I don't care anymore about how we play for this season. I really don't care anymore about how many games we win or we don't. I just want one thing. I just want to qualify to Champions League as soon as possible, because for me, the qualification to the Champions League is the key for next season. I didn't want, like a lot of people, to turn the page and finish this season already. Because I wanted first to qualify to Champions League. Now that we qualify to Champions League, of course, I want to win on Wednesday. I want to lift a cup. I want to see a bit of joy in the supporters of Juventus, which today it's impossible to predict, impossible to think that we can win. But we will try to do it, or at least I will try to do it. But what was the point? What was the point of seeing suddenly, after 3 years, a miracle Juve that would have started to play well? For what? For what reason? No. The only thing is next season. And next season was determined by this Champions League qualification. Is it thanks to the other ones that you qualify? Yeah. It's not because of us. Thank you to the other ones. Thank you to the first part Juventus. Now we qualify. Now we can think about ourselves. Thank you, Riccardo. Grazie, Riccardo. Beppe, if Juventus keep Allegri for his last season of contract, it will be a very long season, 24-25, for all Juventus fans. Look, at today, there is nothing confirmed. There is nothing public in terms of we keep the coach, we sack the coach, we extend the coach, or the coach dismissed himself. There are 4 options. The first one is we don't move anything and the coach stays 1 more year, end of contract, which is rare, strange in Italy. That doesn't really happen. Second, so nothing changing. Then extending, where we go further. Third option is sacking the coach ourselves. Fourth option, the last one, is he dismissed himself. He says, I did what you asked me to do, because there we can speak about it, but that was what he was asked to do. I don't know if they asked them how, but at least they asked him to qualify to Champions League. I hope that he wins the Coppa Italia for all of us. Really, sincerely, I wish this. But I don't believe that the Coppa Italia. I don't believe that the Coppa Italia will change something in the decisions of Juventus. It's impossible. I can't believe that, Riccardo. I sincerely can't believe that the Coppa Italia, you win or you lose, will change the narrative. We all know, guys, that a return as we did is absolutely not what we had to do. It means a lot of things. It means, of course, that we didn't invest in reinforce our midfield in the winter. Okay. It means that we didn't see any progression in the way of playing. At the contrary, we saw regression, which is worse. It means that mentally we are still not a strong team, and it also means that mentally the coach couldn't bring them again on their feet. He couldn't. So there are a lot of things that are saying it's over. It's over for everyone. I believe sincerely that it's over for Max Allegri. I think it's the best for everyone. I'm convinced it's the best for everyone, for Max Allegri, for Juventus, for the supporters, for all of us involved, that we say, we win the Coppa Italia, thank you, or we lose. I hope we win, but thank you. Because I will always be grateful for a lot of topics, not for the performances on the field this season, probably for a part of last season, but not even the entirety of the season. Didn't work out. There are many reasons why we didn't stop with Allegri in the beginning. Clear reasons. I know that the supporters rationally they can't think about it. Why we didn't stop with Allegri earlier? Was it the best solution from a sporting point of view? Probably yes. From a company point of view, probably no. To stop earlier? No, surely not, because there are too many things involved. Financially, would have been a bloodbath last year. Not sure. Taking a huge big risk without any mercato to do would have been could have potentially be a disaster, where this season you could not even qualify to Champions League, which we are doing now. Like it or not, we qualify to Champions League. That was the priority mission. We are doing it, but I don't believe that we will continue. I really don't believe. Then if it Max that stays one more year, we will have to understand, we will have to adapt, we will have to comment it, and indeed it will be extremely long, like this year was. This year has been extremely difficult, but I anticipated it, guys. I anticipated. You know it. You are following the channel since more than 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Some people are there since the beginning. I always told you, pay attention. This year will be extremely long. Will be extremely difficult. At the first game that we don't win, people will go and burn everything. People will go in. You can't even imagine. And it happened. It even happened in moments where we were winning games. And that's why I reduced all the lives during the week. Because I knew that it made no sense to go and continue to repeat negativity. Because it's over. We speak about them, we don't hide them. But continuing to repeat the same thing in an entire week without alternative, disaster. Thank you to Axe for your donation. Where is Hoof? I don't know where is Hoof. What country? I'm always country. Where is Hoof? Whoop. I don't know. Let me check. Hungary. I didn't know. They don't have euro. Thank you, Axe. Finally reach out this year's target. Thank you for suffering together, Beppe. I hope the future will be brighter, but sure, more enjoyable. Look, I always say, you know what you have. You don't know what you can bring in home. You don't know. I always said the future is bright of Juventus, without any doubt, because Juventus is Juventus. It's a big corporation that is doing the things that they need to do. I saw also that Juventus is doing the right steps. I didn't know when. Now, it doesn't mean that we qualify to Champions League, that we change coach, that suddenly everything will be fantastic. Maybe it will take time. That we will not have all the players that we need. Maybe the players that we will bring home, they will not understand immediately how to deliver. That's something we don't know. But at least if we change coach, we have a newness. And we can start speaking about football, which is my biggest wish. This year, I suffered a lot because you couldn't speak about football. Even when you were winning, you couldn't speak about football. Whatever I was saying, whatever you were saying, whatever people were writing about, it always came back and went around one person. And that's not sustainable. This is not healthy. Everything, what you were saying, were turning around one person. Sometimes correctly, sometimes absolutely not correct. Sometimes it was not even mention of speaking about one person, it went all towards one. And that was absolutely not okay. Absolutely not okay. So at least you can speak about football, about tactics, about the way you win, the way you lose, the way you draw, about what you can do better. I tell it, huh? I don't. Again, I don't know. Huh? I just saw the new shirts. That's something I can tell you. I just saw the new shirts. What you were thinking, that I would bring you the new shirts here? Hey, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Hey, it was a good. I fooled you. I fooled you. People were thinking I would bring them the new shirts. No, I will not show. You know. Hey, confidentiality. The new shirts are fantastic. The new shirts are fat. You are not ready. Oh, I saw them. Huh? I touched them. I had them in my hands, huh, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. I will not say what you saw online, if it's true or not. I watched them long time ago in pictures, so I knew already. But now I touched them. The material, the authentic ones, the one, of great qualities. In my hands like this, touching. The details. You can't even imagine. You can't even imagine. It's fantastic. I saw the three. I saw the home, away, and the third. Yeah, of course, I saw the complete package. Huh? I can't tell you guys. I will not. No, I can't tell you which is my favorite one or not. We will come back on it. When they are out, I will tell you. Thank you, Marco. Ciao, Beppe. I hope that Coppa Italia will be ours. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Me as well. What will be? Maybe that's a question that we can ask the people. If we win the Coppa Italia, will it change slightly how you look at season 23-24, or it will change nothing? If we win the Coppa Italia, will it change something? Will it? I don't know. Will the win of Coppa Italia make you change the perspective of it? No, you understood the question. Huh? Nothing. No. Okay. Let me change the question. If we lose the Coppa Italia, will that change even more the way that you are looking at Coppa Italia? At the season, because that's a different way. Because if we win, people are telling me, the majority of the people that are speaking or writing are telling me, no, if we win, it changed nothing. It's a disaster from beginning to start. It's not great. We don't care. If we lose the Coppa Italia, does that change? Here you see, Adrian is saying yes. Peter is saying yes. King is saying no. King, he wants to see my feet. No, yes. Here we see a yes, no. We see both teams. Ahmad is saying no, the same disaster season, if we win or if we lose. No. Atalanta, no, push or. It depends of how terrible we play that match. It's also another way of seeing it, Guilherme. We have been awful for months, so it's expected result. But that can be what Sasha is saying is maybe an answer, because okay, maybe I need to do a poll like that. It's tough today, but Coppa Italia win in percentage 0%, from 1% to 25%. 26% to 50%. or 51% to, I will put to 75% because of course 100% doesn't exist in football. So you have the possibility to vote. Coppa Italia win, 0% chance. So it's over. Forget about it. Don't even go there. Don't play. If you play, the risk is that you will be even ridiculed, that you will lose 5-0. That's 0%. 2650 is, 1%, 25, we have no chance. We go there. What is 1 to 25? It's Atalanta that goes wrong. With a red card, with I don't know, and Juventus win. Or we go to the penalty to win. 26-25, Juventus is battling. I believe in it, but. And then the 51-75, I'm quite confident. So let me know at the moment, 26-50. So more than I was expecting. Much more than I was expecting, to be honest. I was not expecting that much. Honestly, I was expecting less. I was expecting less. Beppe went to 90 vintage for in. You see? Did you say that you come from me? Did you tell him that you went? Did you say hello? Did you say I come from Beppe? That's how I discovered the shop. No, it's important, huh? It's my friend. I don't know who was working today because you know it's my friends there. Trezeguet shirt. Which one? Can you tell me which year? Because then maybe I will ask them to put it aside and I will buy it. This team is definition of inconsistent, so you never know. No, actually, to be honest, we are consistent. Though I never saw a team that was able to consecutively do draw on draw on draw on draw. So we are consistent. The only difference now is even if we draw, we go to the penalties. So it has to finish. AG, you're saying Beppe, regardless of how fans feel about winning Coppa Italia, for the players is very important. It can help us push them next season. But I think winning the Coppa Italia is extremely important because in a way, look, if you finish third or fourth in Serie A or fifth in Serie A, of course it changed in the perspective, but the season has been that difficult, that wrong, especially in the latest part, that finishing third or fourth will not change something into the eyes of the players, into the eyes of the supporters. It was bad. It changed nothing, honestly. It changes nothing. Nobody has expectation, especially we were not able to win when we needed to win. So imagine if we don't need to win, if we will be able to win. You understand? On the other side, winning the Coppa Italia will bring some joy to the players. To the players that suffered a lot, bring them some joy. And then a lot of players will leave, a lot of players will stay. The players that will stay, they will have that confidence that they can win something. There are a lot of players that never won anything with Juventus. Huh? Don't forget about that. Huh? Don't forget about that. Vlahovic never won something in total in his career in Italy. Never. For example, who else? I believe Locatelli never won something with Juventus. Locatelli, Vlahovic, Bremer never won. There are a lot of players that never won anything with Juventus, and that's important for them to win. Of course, winning is winning. Of course, you have difference. Winning the Champions League or winning the Coppa Italia, there is a world of difference. But the state of this team really needs a win. Really needs a win. Thank you, Takishi, for the beautiful donation of a membership. And you know what? To celebrate, let's celebrate as we should, guys. Let's celebrate as we should, guys. I believe at a certain moment we should celebrate. Thank you, Takishi. Really appreciate it. I'm sure the people will appreciate it a lot. And I did exactly the same also here in the chat. You will see it popping up in a second. Thank you, GJustjuve, for 5 memberships as well. So Takishi 1, Beppe 5 for you guys for the Champions League qualification. I needed to. Steve Cano, I think maybe the team will play for Allegri and have already secured the Champions League spot. Like a goodbye and play without pressure. Maybe they will do a good final. Everything can. Look, the final today, again, if we're looking at the teams about their momentum, I watched the game, Atalanta, Roma, they were. It could have finished 9-1, 10-1, 11-1, could really, seriously, yeah. Then it finished only 2-1. They're strong. On the other side, we saw that in Coppa Italia, it's where we actually did the best this year, except of the last game against Lazio. Who won the memberships? Arnold Westerman, Grande Westerman, Aldo Bonazo, for your birthday. Look, YouTube knew it was your birthday. You become a member of the channel. Yasko and Mario Sanchez. Look at that birthday gift. You see, it's random, but YouTube knew about it. I think it was 2002, 2003, not sure anymore, but boss was not there, was a random guy. It was Filou, Gilou, not Filou. Alireza, when do you think they announce Allegri is leaving? After the final or at the end of the season? I don't know. This morning I was speaking about it. Look, honestly, I believe that if the decision is taken to stop with Allegri, what I would do, personally, I would play that Coppa Italia, winning or losing. Probably winning it. If you win it, you go with a meeting on the 16th, and probably the 16th is a Thursday, and probably you finish the week on Friday with an announcement. No, but Friday 17, it's not a good day, because in Italy, you know it, Friday 17 brings bad luck. But probably you announce on the 16th. You announce on the 16th, and you play the last two games that are Bologna and Monza. After you won the Coppa Italia, you announce on the 16th, and then you play two games where away from home, and then your last one at home. I know I am unpopular, guys, but if you announce it before the last game against Monza at home, you can let him receive an applause from the stadium. I believe that a lot of people that really want Max Allegri out and that are shouting hashtag out, if they know before the last game, we don't care about Bologna, let's say before the last game, we know that Max Allegri is out, I believe that still some fans will say, you know what, I will still say goodbye. I will say goodbye to Max Allegri. If I don't say it for the second spell, at least I do it for the first one. That's what I think. Look, here we have an answer from Romeo. I expect Juventus to announce the separation with Max Allegri after the Juve Monza match, and a few days later announce Thiago Motta. I would do it before. I don't know what Juventus do, but I would do it before. Okay, let forget about Bologna, because we are playing away from home. You are playing against Bologna, against Thiago Motta. Maybe it's not the... Let me change. I would do it before the game of Monza. Before the game of Monza. I would really do it before the game of Monza. What would you do, guys? Before or after the game of Monza? Tell me in the chat. I would do it before, because you play at home, and I believe, seriously, that if you don't do it with people that are still thinking, what if Max Allegri stays, they could possibly whistle the last game of Max Allegri. I would not appreciate that. I believe he has been whistled enough. Deservedly. Sometimes people exaggerating, but I would love that people, they have the opportunity to say, okay, it's over. We can think about something new. We have Max Allegri for the last time. Let's say goodbye to him. What I would do. Ferrati saying after the game. Bader before the game. of Monza. Before for Nick, before 100% for Dan, before people in the stadium love him a lot. Not everyone, a part of them. Beppe, if Allegri leaves, I would be happy, but I would trust management decision on whatever they choose. We can do only trust. Stavros before for Nermin, Roberto Gallo before. No, because I don't agree with you, Johnny. I can understand the frustration. I can understand the anger. I can absolutely understand that Max Allegri is also to blame. 100%. But that would mean you pointed out one man as the only one that is accountable for everything. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. And you know, I will never change my opinion. I will never change my opinion about that. It's too easy to go with we blame one person. Before, yeah, probably yes, yeah. Because I remember when they announced the point deduction, we didn't win. Guys, Bologna and Monza, it doesn't change. We win, we lose. It doesn't change anything. Got my girl to subscribe to you today, Beppe. Grande Stefano. Her family and the rest of the family next. 30,000 incoming. Good luck, man. Hey, speaking about that, you know it, I had an objective and I want to do it. It will be extremely tough, but we are now at 29,419. 29,419 means that we are missing 581 with 2 weeks to go. Tough. Putting shorts with players. I'm putting a lot of things there, but we don't have that viral push. So I'm counting on you guys. I'm counting on you. Let's see if it works. It would be beautiful to bring luck for the next one. Beppe, will you be back at Juventus or with Romeo Agresti? I don't know. I didn't plan. I spoke with Romeo on Wednesday night, and then he said, Beppe, wait, in the few next week I will call you because I need to tell you something, or to ask you, or to tell you, I don't know. He was a bit drunk, Romeo. It was a bit drunk at the party, after the party. Nothing exaggerated, it was quite tight. Allegri is stubborn, that's true. Beppe, come to Genk. What do you want me to do with Genk? I already was there. I in the past I had a store there, by the way. So I know Genk quite a lot. It's not that beautiful, Not that beautiful. Genk, unfortunately. A lot of Italians, but unfortunately it's not really beautiful. It's a pity. Beppe, I'm on Hawaiian Airlines, mamma mia, right now about to land in an hour on Ohio. I'm very happy we qualified. What a crazy season. Yeah, I feel like Vlahovic is confident with the team, is confident. I think Ealing did better when he came on today compared to the last few games. Oh, guys, I was really hoping that Ealing would have scored. I was really hoping that Ealing after, but I tried to give them the magic. I gave magic to McKennie. Today he didn't perform. I gave magic to Ealing. He entered better, but my magic was not enough. I gave my magic to Milik. He entered better. I give my magic to Cambiaso. Szczesny. Rugani played, but my magic was not enough. I believe all the magic of the world would not have helped. It's tough. It's really tough. I noticed in a few moments when Cambiaso, Miretti, Yildiz, Ealing was playing together, give a lot of hope. They did good combination in the last part of the game today. We have good youngsters. Look, today it's difficult to judge. For what reason? Because Salernitana, they stopped playing. And Juventus was actually pushing with all their men, without idea, without technicism. It was Chiesa on the right side, Ealing on the left. We're playing with like 5 or 6 players. At a certain moment, we are about to concede as well. If it's another team, then if it's Atalanta, they kill you. They kill you. If it's Inter, they kill you. They were playing against Salernitana and they missed a few counter attacks, but this one is impossible to play in real life. I hope, I know a lot of people, they like it because we see only offensive players, but we finish the game, tell me if I'm wrong, with Ealing, with Chiesa, with Yildiz, with Milik, with I don't know how many offensive players we had at a certain moment, and that should never happen. It's unpopular, but if you are doing like that, it's because of desperation. It's because of desperation. It's because you don't know anymore. You hope, you pray, and that's a disaster. Disaster. And today I saw the counter attack and the miss of Cope Manners. I saw it. I was pissed off because he could have closed the game earlier instead of let me suffer until the last second of Atalanta Roma. Ahmad. After Vlahovic was subbed out, he went to Landucci and Allegri to shake their hands. I felt like farewell. No. I saw that he went first to Landucci and then to Max. I watched it as well, but he will not go and say farewell there at the... Wait. Sorry. At Juventus Salernitana. On the score, it was, I believe, still 1-0 for them. There is no farewell like that, guys. If they need to do a farewell, they did it already, or they will do it in private rooms, not in the middle of the field. Then it can look like that, maybe. Abai, if Thiago Motta is announced, you will have an influx of viewers and subscribers. Many Juventini are checked out, waiting for Allegri era to end. Probably, yeah. Need to be ready. You see Bogdan sneezed as well, so it's a good sign. Hopefully, maybe for the Coppa Italia. All our forward players played at all of them. Will Moise Kean score before the end of the season? I don't think so. Today, Moise bad. Never. Bad. Beppe, if Atalanta qualifies for Champions League, do you think it makes it less likely that Copenhagen leaves, or is it a done deal? Of course, if they don't win the Europa League, so that means no direct Champions League. If they don't finish in the first 5 in Italy without Champions League, of course, it's even more easy for him to leave. But I believe that he said it already. If a big offers arrive, I'm free to go. So then it depends. No, it's not a done deal. At the moment, Juventus was waiting to qualify automatically to Champions League. Then the good thing as well is that Bologna qualified as well to Champions League. So honestly, the game of next week, Bologna-Juve, means absolutely nothing anymore for Juventus, for Bologna. Of course, Bologna will try. Of course, they will try, because for them finishing third, that's historically something incredible. Of course, they will try, and then they will have more motivations as Juventus. But I mean, it doesn't change the narrative of the future of Bologna. They already reached their qualification, which means actually that Motta did the job that he needed to do. Juventus is also there qualifying to Champions League, which means that Juventus can already go 100% to Motta, telling him, look, we qualified. You have already done your job at Bologna. We can start speaking seriously now. So it can only accelerate the agreements between Motta and Juventus, if it's Motta, of course. If it's Motta. Beppe, a question for you. What are the 2 states that Juventus leads in this season? Don't use anything, just drop... What? The 2 stats, you mean? The 2 stats that Juventus leads. There is no stats that Juventus lead. We are breaking negative record on negative record on negative record. So, no. We don't win the clean sheets. We don't win, especially not the goals scored. We don't beat, the goals from the bench. We don't have the capo canoniere. We don't have the best midfielder score. There is nothing. There is nothing. Probably there will be something, like the most intervention of blocks or whatever. I don't know. We have a lot of youngsters in the club, happy for the next gen project. Look, a lot of youngers, okay, but it can't be. Look at all the teams, guys. Look at all the teams that you have. You have a big mix of experienced players and young players, and then you have the old players that are there to bring the new generation in and to transmit them the real values of their club, of what it represent. So I don't know. If you can give me an example of a team that is doing great, winning and doing great with only youngsters. Honestly, I don't know. But I'm meaning really great. If you see Dortmund, they have a lot of experienced players. I mean, older players, mature players. If you see Manchester City, if you see Real Madrid, they are all there. If they play with Kroos, there is a reason. If Modric, that is 39, is still there until the end of the season, there is a reason. There are no, in the 90s, but I'm speaking about now. There are no teams. I checked for it because I really was curious. There is no good team, strong team that is playing with only youngsters. And Juventus is really aware of that. Then that doesn't mean that you need to go with only 35 years old players. Of course not. But that's why don't start with your blah 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 in the summer, because I told you Mercato will be crazy, but don't start. He's 26, is already an old player. Don't start with that, because mamma mia, disaster. Chelsea is a team. Chelsea is a team that invested a lot in young players. They have an extremely young team, but then you see the results. And pay attention. I always said I see something in Chelsea, and I'm sure that Chelsea in the future, if they stop doing stupid things, they will be able to do something great. And sometimes you start already seeing these sparkles of some too late. They will need time. I would continue. I don't like him personally, but I would continue with Pochettino at Chelsea. Guys, he invested so much with such a young team. He's starting to create something, and then you will change him. Would be, I think, stupid. And that's the mistake that they should not do. But I'm looking for a mix of young players and old players. Who are these young players that we have? Kenan Yildiz, of course. In a 4-3-3, it depends the money that you have or not. I would even maybe keep an Ealing Jr. But you need to do some sacrifice. You can't go with only young players. You can't. It is impossible. It doesn't work like that. And the strong players like Musiala, for example, how did he start? He was the only extremely young player that was put in a system in Bayern that was really working. And a lot of time it's like that. You take like one or two players, you put them in a system that is already working. Fagioli's, honestly, with all the respect, and by the way, someone asked when it's Fagioli against Bologna. If they tell us that it's okay, but normally against Bologna should be the first game. So he can play 2 games, Bologna and Monza. Not the Coppa Italia. But Calafiori is 22, Fagioli is already 22, so he will become 23, if it's not already 23. So can we really speak about young? I'm really speaking about, these 18, 19, 20, that's young. Then you start to be a bit older already, yeah? Jamie Drummer, what a beautiful name. Jamie Drummer. You've just confirmed Allegri departure now. Thank you for the donation, Jamie. I think it would be stupid to do it. Honestly. You play Coppa Italia. If you need to say it, if you need to do it, then I would do it behind closed walls. Maybe even Max Allegri saying it to the players. Guys, this is the last big game that I'm playing because I will not be there. And a lot of us will not be there next season. Some will stay, some not. We don't know. One thing is sure, I'm going with hypothetical things. But I think the ideal thing would be that Max Allegri himself say it to the team, to the players. Yeah, that kind of last dance. Let's go win it. After the Coppa Italia. I know, after the Coppa Italia, yeah. But that, I would do it. If that's the decision that is taken. Juve, 9 months with us. Pregnant Juve. What if Juve lose the Coppa Italia? Allegri fired? For the last 2 games of... no. If we really wanted to dismiss Max Allegri, would it have done it before? Now I have a serious question for you guys. We have a serious question. We qualify to Champions League, yeah? We qualify to Champions League. We started with Max Allegri, so that's something that you can't change. Would you... Okay, let's go with hypothetic. We found an agreement already with Thiago Motta, okay, since long. From what I heard, guys, it's already since January that we found an agreement with Thiago Motta. Already since January. I don't know if you remember, but last summer we were already speaking about some rumors about Thiago Motta. I don't know if you remember or not. We already found an agreement with Thiago Motta. Let's say like that. Okay. Max Allegri is doing okay in terms of points until January. We found an agreement with Thiago Motta, and then we start to collapse. Which means that you can't go for another coach on long-term project. Why? Because you already have your new coach, but your new coach can't arrive tomorrow because he still needs to finish his season with Bologna, okay? That means that we would have looked for a coach coming for 4 months. Then, if you continue, 3 months. If you continue, 2 months. For what? For qualifying to Champions League. Because the title was already over. To qualify for Champions League. Would you have changed still Max Allegri? It's a real question. Now that you know that we qualified to Champions League. Going with an interim coach, I have absolutely no idea who it would have been, because finding a coach where you tell him, hey, but it's only 3 months because then we have already the coach, would you have still done it? Hey, you see what I mean? That was the logic of Juventus. In a way or another, probably they would have expected it earlier. Probably yes. Surely yes. But at the end, the qualification was there. We had too many points of gap with the other ones. I think that at the end, how disaster it was, I think it was a correct decision to continue until the end of the season. You see, because if you already found an agreement with the new coach, who do you go for? For Brambilla. Imagine you take Brambilla, the coach of the next gen. Did you see what they are doing next gen? Are you following a bit the next gen? Look at what they are doing. They didn't need to change coach. They are playing the playoffs. We'll probably not win it because playoffs are crazy. Yeah? It's really a long torture journey. But they are doing fantastically well. They needed their guide, their coach to be there with them, to bring them the thing that we are doing now. So I think it was correct to not change under 23. You wanted to change under 19 with Montero, but Montero, he said it himself, I'm not ready for the first team. If you need me, I'm here. But you break his career. Why? You're bringing him 3 months in Serie A. Maybe he will win the Coppa Italia, and then you will tell him go back, not on under 23, go back to under 19. Would have been crazy. Who else? Conte, you believe he will come for 3 months? No way. You see? That's a bit the reasoning that Juventus did. Then, of course, Juventus, they wanted to qualify more. No, I'm speaking to the fans. Now, if you're looking back, because a lot of people said, we need to sack. I said always, guys, sacking, yeah, but for what? Give me a name. If you already find a coach, and apparently we already have a coach. So I think that, yes, it's true. You take on you. It's tough. But that's the reality of things. I think we did the right decision. Maybe I was not really clear in what I was expressing. I hope the idea is clear. Thank you for the donation, Mohammed. Thank you, my friend. This is what I worry about the most. Have we lost the Juve DNA as we don't have old generation players anymore? Before we had that transition. Look, I will tell you something that is really probably strange, and I didn't really thought about it in terms of how can I make beautiful words about that. If you're looking at the last seasons, in the last season we had Buffon, we had Chiellini, we had Bonucci, and they were not able to transmit something. Because now we point finger Allegri, but these players were there. And these players has always been in favor of Max Allegri. Always, Always. They really like Allegri, especially Chiellini. So it's not that they were against the coach or not. But they were not able to transmit something to Juve. They were not. So that story of sharing DNA and so on, I believe that the management should share what is DNA, what are the expectations, what we expect from them. The management needs to be the gatekeeper of that DNA. And is it really that DNA that we want to continue to transmit? What are the values? What are the modern DNA? Or how can you translate DNA of Juventus, that is winning is the only thing that matters, to a young generation, to a modern football where it's not the only thing that matters anymore? Honestly, oh, guys, according to me, I'm an old person that will always stick to, at the end, if you win, if you play shit or not, we win. And I'm happy. That's me personally. But I know I'm not stupid. I see. I can fight against it, but it makes no sense. People, they don't believe anymore in winning is the only thing that matters. They support Juve, but they don't support what Juventus is. They support Juve because of a X, Y, Z reason. Can be because of the parents, can be because of a player that they fell in love with, or they came to the club and they stick to the club. Can be for whatever reason. But they don't really understand where Juventus is coming from, and they don't like what Juventus has always been. They don't. So we need to adapt. Because winning is the only thing that matters. Not anymore. There is also something else that matters. And it's building from the back. It is pass accuracy. It is ball possession. He's playing high. He's playing with transitions. It all matters. It's the name on the back of your shirt. Is a lot of things are important now. The champions. It's a long time that I didn't see Colo being happy in the chat, or at least from what I read here, I feel a happy Colo. Happy Colo. Colo is happy because now we can start again doing videos about Juventus with a lot of signings. He's happy. We'll have a lot of players, starting maybe with this guy. I believe this is a Colo. No, Is it not the Colo edit? Not sure. Not sure. I think yes. I believe yes. Colo, if you're still there, is this your edit that someone cropped out your logo? Can be, huh? Usually. Even in Carnesecchi is better than Di Gregorio. It costs a lot more. That's the problem. It costs a lot more. Half happy. Colo is half happy. Half happy. We are all half happy. Guys, I made a Instagram reel with a really nice song. I don't know how people will react to my reel, because we won, but how? We won, but how? Well, people are liking it. I don't see a lot of insults, which is always a good thing to start with. Not mine, but it's a great edit. You see, Colo is sharing. It's not the edit of. It was that beautiful that I said. Probably it's Colo. Probably it's Colo. We need to win again. I want to celebrate again, like Paris Saint-Germain, like Real Madrid. I want to celebrate again. Mamma mia, disaster. Look at that. Max Allegri. He's watching and he's celebrating. Today was funny, yeah? Today was really funny. He said it, huh? Last time, we need 7 points. He never said how he would bring them, but since then, only draws. One draw after the other. Pay attention, it's the birthday of Tariq. Can we say happy birthday to Tariq? Birthday of Aldo, we already said it, but now it's also the birthday of Tariq. Happy birthday, my friend. Really, really, really wish you the best. I'm waiting for the end of the season to see that picture with Allegri. He said it himself. Be patient, and it will happen. Can I tell you a list of players in and out of Juve? Maybe we can go with that, huh? Wait. Let me go and try to find it. I believe it's here. Guten Morgen, sunshine. Guten Morgen, Sonnenschein. Okay, we go. Beppe, does signing Calafiori depend on selling Bremer, or can we have both? Okay, Calafiori is not a replacement of Bremer. That's extremely important to understand. It's not or Calafiori or Bremer. If Calafiori arrives, it's to replace Bremer, because the players has nothing to do with each other. So they are it's crazy, but they are actually complementary. But you don't have to look at this like that. You have to look at this like, who is the big player that will leave on top of a few youngsters? Because there will be, I prepare to be honest with you guys, there will be a big player that will leave. Bremer could leave this season. If it's not Bremer, then it's another one. Can be Vlahovic, guys. Could be potentially Chiesa. One big needs to leave. At the moment, we don't want Vlahovic, we don't want Chiesa, we don't want Bremer, but a big one will leave. And Calafiori has always been the priority of Juve, is not to replace Bremer. So if Calafiori joins, Bremer leaves, there will be another center back that will arrive. So that's the big thing. Then you see it, huh? I love Bremer, the best defender in a three-man defense. In the four-man, he has some difficulties, and there is a reason why he was not called up with Brazil for Copa America, because they play with four, and because the coach, he said it, huh? I never watched him in the past when he was at Torino because he played with three. At Juventus, he started to call him up when Juventus, beginning of the season, was playing with four last season, not this season, last season. And then we switched back to a 3 to make his life easier, to give some stability to the defense, which worked for a long time. He doesn't call him up anymore. Calafiori is not to replace Kostic, guys, huh? No, it's different roles, huh? It's different role. Calafiori can play in a 3-man defense, can play in a 4-man defense, can play as a left center back, or can play as a left fullback, as a left back. But not at a Kostic, huh? But it's a player that can also get up with the ball. He can carry the ball a bit, what we see sometimes Gatti do, but Calafiori can do it with much more technique. So according to me, it will be difficult to see both of them together. So let's start with the names, okay? Ciao Nick Bava, ciao grande. If I have to choose, Bremer, Chiesa or Vlahovic, if I have to choose, I already answered that question, how much it will pain me, sincerely. My order would be first Bremer, if I need to sell, first Bremer, then Chiesa, then Vlahovic. Actually, the order that you wrote. Why? I explain you why. Because Bremer, I always said, I don't know how good he is in a 4-man defense. And because Bremer has a clause for next year, which means if you can cash in already now, of course, more than 60 million, because that's the clause from next year. But if you can go towards 70 million euro for a player that we don't have for a fact that he can play in a 4-man defense. Of course he can play, but not at the level that we expect Bremer to be in a 4-man defense. You sell, you cash in. You sell, you cash in. And also because you can reinvest in other defenders, in other center backs, that will cost you way less than a striker. Way less than a striker. One. Secondly, Chiesa. Why? Because Chiesa... Ciao Cecilia. Why Chiesa? Because he has one more year of contract. And because, from what we read, there will be only 1 year of extension until 2026 to check a bit. So I prefer, going with certainties. Last year of contract, if you need to cash in, you can do it now. And also because Chiesa is also the oldest one of the three of them. It's already 26, will go towards his 27. We don't know yet if he can play with continuity at the level that he was. And then third, Vlahovic. Why? Because it's actually the one, if you sell, you will need to sell a lot of money to come from the investment that you made. Because I believe in the potential of the guy. Because I would love to see him also with a more offensive team. Because if you want another player to cover the role of Vlahovic, it will cost you a lot. It will cost you a lot of money. And we don't have that money. So that's the order of the three. Then there is a name, guys, that I heard. He came back. And he told me a name. I will show you the name. Larry the Bird. I have what I was looking for. Are you ready? You know, sometimes you spend your money on shirts. You have a player, then the player is leaving, and then you're saying, it's a pity. But sometimes they come back. And I believe I can next season use that shirt again. So Raz, write it down. That's what the birds are saying, guys. That's what the birds are saying. But apparently the birds are telling me that N. Milik and Moiskin could leave. Milik doesn't want to leave, but it's not a Juntoli signing. Moiskin was about to leave in January, then he didn't. So Morata could be one of the replacements for these guys. Yeah, we're not speaking about replacing Vlahovic with Morata. This is not what we are speaking about. It's not replacing Vlahovic with Morata. It's not that Morata will become number one striker at Juventus. It is a rotational player, Morata. The birds are telling me he's already looking for the family. The family is already looking for a house in Torino. You know, I am against it, but I prefer to already tell you. So it will be the first one will be Calafiori. Then you have Calafiori. You have the goalkeeper. What's the name? Di Gregorio. And then you have a Morata. Paul. We go 3 options. No. Yes, 100%. Or yes, but only if we keep Dusan. Which means rotational player. But Garnesec is impossible, guys. It costs a lot. Atalanta will not leave him for free. We need new midfielder. Who's your favorite, Beppe? The journey we are going towards Cope Manners. Today the post that he's hitting, mamma mia, already 12 goals this season with Atalanta again. But it's not only one miracle, it's season after season after season. You know that I have always liked the one of Borussia Mönchengladbach, Kone, but I think that now it's a bit too late. Will not happen. But Neven prefers Zaza comeback. What about Mikoda? Oh, Mikao Dadze, he had a red card lately. Flop transfer to Ajax, but Ajax has been a flop. He goes back to Metz, and he's a beast. And he's a beast with Metz in France. He's on loan, because they sold him to. So they sold him to Ajax, and then it's Ajax that is loaning him back to his initial club. But no, Mikao Dadze is really top player. But we will not start with Mika Odace again, guys. No. I prayed for it one summer long. Giuntoli doesn't want to listen to me. It's not Morata or Greenwood, and there are two different players. You see, Aldo. Kone looks really impressive. I said it, but they don't listen to me. They don't. I said Kone. I spoke about Miko Dads. People, he's strong. He's really strong. Huh? No, I don't want to start again with that story of Miko Dads because last year I was really excited. I don't know for what alone because I believe I read that name just one time on the papers and for nothing. Who's on Thuram now? If you could pick Koopmeiners or Thuram. If you go with Koopmeiners, you go with a certainty because he knows already Serie A. Since a few seasons, it's a player already showed a lot. It's a player that can play and also offensively. Thuram is a bet. It's more a bet. Yeah, I'm saying it since long. Huh? Pay attention to Kone in the winter. I said it since long that Juventus has been under the radar on Kone. Has never been a name that was big sponsor, but I knew that Juventus was on Sudakov and Kone. While people were speaking about I don't know who there in the midfield, I said pay attention really to Kone and to Sudakov. Then at the end, I think we'll take nobody. Yankauto, extremely strong Saverio. Extremely strong. I really love Yankauto. On the other side, I believe it's nearly impossible. Owned by Manchester City. On loan to Girona. Real Madrid is eyeing on him. Fantastic player. Pink hair. It's a player that I watched a bit because I was really looking at Girona for a certain moment. So it's a player that really impressed me. On the other side, I tell you, I like Yankauto, but it's a player again that will cost you 50 million. We don't have all that money, so I don't know why sometimes we are putting these names on the papers because it makes you dream about players that at the end will not arrive. Bravo Marcello. That's the name that Juventus should go for. If there is one name of Lille more than Thuram, more than Wea, more than Thiago Giallo, because we brought in the wrong Giallo, the wrong Thiago. Sorry, instead of Thiago Giallo, we should have brought in Thiago Santos. Thiago Santos is strong. Mamma mia, what a player! That's the player that we should go for. It's way cheaper than Yankauto. No, the pink hair I like. So can we go step by step or we do it another time? Do you want to do it now or not? We go players by players. Potential to stay, to leave, and we say who are on the list. You want to do it now or you want to do it another live? Because we already busy since 1 hour 30, yeah? Tell me if you want to do it now or later. Beppe, do you house and stay? We'll come back on it. Ciao Darky. Thank you for the donation, my friend. DV9 has to leave, not Milik. In big games, I trust Milik. Milik, it depends. Oh, the season of Milik has been a disaster, huh? Zaki has been a disaster. But lately, he's back in being important, in doing really big things. But DV9 leaving. I understand that again today is missing a goal. I would love to see Dusan with another coach. First to really understand. You're saying go. No, leave me alone. What was the story again about the zebra? Wait, I remember it, but I need to remember the end again because I know it, but it would be. I will tell you in better times. I will tell you. I have a lot of energy. We do it now. Imran wants another live, but a lot of people say now, yes, now or never, now and another one. Yeah, of course. We will have all summer long. Now, let's do it now. Okay, guys, we have 224 likes. That means that we have 60 persons more than the likes that we have now. I go to the bathroom because it's nearly empty. I go to the bathroom. If we have more than 200, it's a lot, huh? If we have more than 260, we can do it now. When I come back. If we have more than 260 when I come back, we do it now. So toilet, and we do it now if we have more than 260. 1 second. I didn't put the, yeah, there was a sound. 258. Guys, 258. Only 258. We had a new member on the channel. We had Mihai Olaru. Thank you, Mihai. Thank you, Mihai. Welcome as a new member of the chat. The problem is that we have 257 likes. 258. 258 means no star. We did it. We did it. Okay, we go with the players. One by one. Goalkeepers. Szczesny. Wait, I will end the poll here. Hey, Morata. 3.0. People are saying no, 44. Yes, but only if we keep Dusan, 43 and 12%, 100% yes. Okay. Goalkeepers. Szczesny stays. He stays. We don't know if he will renew or not. Probably not. Will be the last year of Szczesny. Expensive goalkeeper. Huh? But I tell you the truth, I'm happy with Szczesny, honestly. Really. Honestly, I'm happy with him one more year. Perin, a doubt. He wants to play. I understand. Pinsoglio stays. The objectives, Di Gregorio. It's not a secret. Di Gregorio should come instead of Perin. And here, okay, we are okay there. I think that we can go fast. Is there someone that has an objection about that are saying no, what, how? Dafara is a goalkeeper of the next gen. And I believe he will stay there. He's still young. He can stay there. Tech should save the goal today, but I'm happy with him. Yeah, I think he should have done a bit better on that one. Arif, 30 months together with us. Thank you, Arif. Let's do the list, but can we write down potential price so we can have... No, I will not do it in a detailed way. I want to go fast on it because we are already live since 1 hour 37. But then we will have all time to go back with the list really in detail. I want to go faster, not about prices and so on. Just going with who stays, who leaves, and who are at the moment the players that we have there in the list, even if it's a temporary list. And Saraz is always there... to write down some things that I can add. Center defenders, three men. Okay, Alexandro leaves, 100%. Sure. Alexandro leaves. There is no way. Bremer is a doubt. Today is a doubt. According to me, the first big one that Juventus sit at the table to listen for offers more than 60 million euro is Bremer. Okay? Danilo stays. There were some rumors about if Max is leaving, will he stay or not. He stays. Danilo stays. Okay? Jallo is a doubt. Could go on loan somewhere to have a year of continuity. Gatti stays. I agree. I agree with Juve. Has the season of Danilo has not been good at all. The season of Danilo has not been good at all. He said it himself at a certain moment. He said, "Look, I can't give what I need to give." I think that he didn't recover yet. No, it's true. But Danilo should stay. Jallo, we spoke about him, a doubt. Gatti stays. Huijsen is a doubt. Huijsen is in the package of, we will come back on them, but Solé, on Caio Giorgi, Barrenechea, Nicolussi, is in that package of the young players not certain to stay. Another loan for Huijsen, tough, because there are some interest from Newcastle, from Dortmund. At the end, I think at today, I think that Huijsen could leave, because it's an ambitious person, which is always great. He wants to play. Today he didn't play today. I didn't see him. Maybe he entered, but I was so stressed about the score that I didn't really pay attention. But did he play today? Let me check. I'm really curious. I don't think he played. I didn't see him in any case. Let me check. No, he didn't. He didn't play. He didn't play. Rugani will stay. The officialization of the contract extension of Rugani will be in the next few days. That's probably the first official announcement that you will see will be Rugani. So who do we keep at the moment? Surely Gatti, Rugani, and Danilo. For sure. 3 players. It's not enough. Even if you play with 4-man defense, it's not enough. So we need. Who are the players in that list of center defenders are Calafiori, Diomande from Sporting, Lacroix, and also O'Brien from Lyon. Today they played again. Clean sheet. They won 1-0. O'Brien was a starter there. Of course, if you're speaking about O'Brien or if you're speaking about Pavlovic, there is a gap. There is a huge gap, of course. But if Bremer leaves, which is a doubt, 2 players will join. A Calafiori that can play with his left foot. And then another one can be. So a goalkeeper already. Then if Bremer leaves, 2 center backs, guys. 2 center backs. Calafiori and probably another one. But it will not be a Buongiorno. No, Buongiorno will be too expensive. I heard the name of Buongiorno as well, but I didn't put him in the list. Why? Because at the end, too expensive. Torino, again, I don't know how Juventus will fix that. I really don't know. Because if it was only the center back that we needed, okay, but we need much more, so I don't think so. Then we have the fullbacks, where at the moment we have Barbieri, that will come back from loan, but he will leave. Okay, leaves. He will not stay. Cambiaso, especially if we go with Thiago Motta, Cambiaso goes back as a fullback, probably on the left. And I see the bust. The bust is good, but he's linked with Sporting. The bust is really good. Do you hear a lot of sound of my computer? It's probably my phone that is too close. Wait, I took the phone away. Tell me if it's better, the sound. Tell me if the sound is better. Is it better? Tell me. It's gone. Gone or better? Normally you should hear, it's gone. Okay. Then it was the phone that was really too close. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Thank you, guys. So Cambiaso will go back to the left back position. De Sciglio is a doubt. I believe that De Sciglio, depending, it's not a priority because he has a really low salary, but it could be that De Sciglio leaves, especially this season. He played 45 minutes, guys. He played 45 minutes. Wea could stay at the end. Because we saw in the last 2-3 games he has something to give. I would love to see another chance to Wea. I was about to say Pogba. To Wea. And then the objectives in this position are Yancauto, but I believe it's too expensive. Dorgu is a possible candidate there on the left. I would love to have Dorgu. That's on the left. Really love him. And I love also the guy from Lille, Thiago Santos. But these are the players. So, not a lot, but we know it. Left and fullback are positions where we really need to work hard on. Even if Danilo goes back to the right side, it can't be a starter every single game there. Then, to the midfield. Alcaraz will not be extended, not even on loan. Barrenechea will not stay, because Juventus saw that they can cash in on Barrenechea, much more than he was worth 1 year, so the loan to Frosinone was perfect for him. Fagioli stays, Locatelli stays, McKennie is a doubt. McKennie is a doubt. Contract, he wants to stay. Juventus wants him to stay, but he wants more money. He has a 2.5. He would love to go towards 3.5, which Juventus do not want to at the moment. So let's see how the discussion will go. And I think that it also depends about who stays, who's not staying, who will Juventus be able to sign or not. Miretti could go on loan. To a Monza, to a Parma, a full season loan where he can play with continuity. Nicolosi will leave. There are some teams on him, like a Bologna, for example. I said it this morning, I don't remember which team. Help me, guys. There was another team on Nicolosi. I said it this morning. Who watched the video this morning? Oh, damn, I forgot. Wait, let me check if I can find it. Yeah, sometimes the memory. I don't remember. Anyway, he could go on loan. I don't believe Fiorentina, but he could go on loan. No, on loan. It could be sold. No, it's in Italy, yeah. Not abroad. But anyway, he could go on loan, entering, maybe a Genoa, a team like that. That's where he could go. Rabiot is a doubt. He said it today also after the game. We were not sure about qualification yet. He said first we qualify and then we speak. I was honored to score. I was honored to have the armband of captain today, but we are a young team where a lot of things need to be spoken. And from the moment that we will qualify and then we will play the Champions League, we need to win. We must win that the Coppa Italia. From the moment that we play that Coppa Italia, then we will sit at the table, we speak. The good thing is, thanks to the other team, thanks to Atalanta, now these discussions can take place from the 16th already. Yeah? That's an important one. Because if Rabiot stays, you have one thing. If Rabiot leaves, it's a total different story, because Rabiot will bring you €0 and you will need to replace him. Speaking about objectives in the midfield, it's the usual ones. And I believe I said it. 2/3 players. 2 without Rabiot. No, 2 with Rabiot staying. 3 with Rabiot leaving. Koopmeiners, Samardzic, Thuram, Frendrup, Colpani, Merino, also the number 4 from Real Sociedad, Zubi Mendy or Zubi, I don't know what. He also a target of Juventus. So there are a few players there in the midfield that are potential. Of course, you can't go with and Koopmeiners and Thuram. You will need to choose at a certain moments. It will be a combo of Koopmeiners, Samardzic, Thuram, maybe with Samardzic. Merino, if Rabiot leaves, could be potentially, but 2/3 midfielders will join Juventus for next season. And don't forget, there is a Fagioli that will be a new player as well. Fagioli, Locatelli are at the moment the only players sure to stay in 24. So at the moment we have Szczesny Pinsoglio sure to stay, Danilo Gatti sure to stay with Rogani, Cambiaso and Weah staying, and then Locatelli and Fagioli sure to stay in the midfield. So you see where we will have to go with a lot of players. It's in the midfield. If you're looking at the wingers, Chiesa stays until now. I can tell you that he stays. Then tomorrow, let's see. But today he stays. Ealing Jr. could leave, like Kostic. Kostic is sure to leave. Soulé is a doubt. Also depending how much we can do and how much money we have left. You know it. Objectives are Gudmundsson, Loriente. I saw earlier someone was asking Beppe, what about Loriente? Today I was happy because Sassuolo lost. So hopefully they will go in second division. Really, hopefully they will go in second division. If today they are still alive, it's because of Inter that made them a favor. And suddenly they woke up, Inter against Frosinone, winning 5-0. They couldn't do it last week. Strange, huh? Really strange. But anyway, that's another discussion. So Loriente could leave Sassuolo if Sassuolo goes in second division. I told you about Gudmundsson. There is still Greenwood that is there in that list. So you have a lot of players there, possibly. You see, it's not high profiles or not a lot of money to put on the table for these players. Then, about the strikers, there will also be a kind of revolution because Caio Jorge and Milik, Caio Jorge and Milik are a doubt. Keane will leave for sure, but I believe that Caio Jorge and Milik can leave as well. Vlahovic and Yildiz will stay. Objectives, Zirkzee, Boniface, from time to time they are speaking about him, but I don't know why he would leave Leverkusen today. And forward price, there is a Retegui, there is a Morata that I told you. So guys, there is a lot of work. You believe me or you don't believe me, but there is a lot of work. Replacing Perin, replacing Alexandro, replacing the midfield with at least 3 players, replacing probably a Kostic that will leave as well, replacing a Moiskin. We are already at 6-7. We can say that there will be 7-8 players that will leave. Yeah, Aldo, it will be a carousel, like you're writing it. Arthur probably will come back and will also be on the market. I didn't mention because he's still not there, but it's true. Arthur is another one like that. But don't expect and Zirkzee and Koopmeiners and Thuram and Diomande and Jankauto. You see, there is something that is not working there. Yeah. I'm saying it, I'm repeating it. Mercato will be really crazy. There will be a lot of players leaving, a lot of players that will have to be replaced. And that's why when you have like 2 players that you need to invest in, like for example Manchester City, they have a strong team. Every year they go with 1 or 2 big targets, they put the money on the table and they go for them. Real Madrid now, they have the fundamentals and they will go with 1-2 players. While Juventus, they need really to rebuild. They really need to rebuild. Juve is saying, imagine Arthur comes back and plays awesome under Thiago Motta. If he comes back and he plays great, I will be the first one to say bravo to Arthur. But I don't believe so. Rovella and Pellegrini will not stay at Lazio. There is no choice, Saverio. There is no choice. First of all, because there is a 2-year loan for Rovella, if I'm not wrong, with an obligation to buy. So it's not about that they decide what they want to do. They can go in another team if they want to. If Lazio, they sign him earlier to Juve, giving us the money that we agreed on, and then they can sell him if you want to. I'm happy that we didn't keep him. Pellegrini will not come back neither. Sudakov, look, I stopped speaking about Sudakov from the moment that I saw that he put a clause, I believe it's 100 million clause at Shakhtar. So guys, forget about it. Forget about it. We didn't receive yet, but the agreements are written, but we didn't receive them yet. Neither. It's true. I remember. But people were crying with Caldara as well. I remember. It was the best player of the world. So I told you already about Di Gregorio, Calafiori, and I told you Morata. Let's see. In the midfield, I believe it depends also what Gasperini will do. You want to speak about the the carousel of coaches, because this year you will have a lot. Huh? You want to go about the coaches? We can go. Huh? Wait. Let's go on the ranking of Serie A. I will tell you from what I know now. The information we have about the coaches at the moment, at today. Inter will stay with Inzaghi, 100%. Milan, at the moment, is strong on Consensao. But it's not a done deal yet. But Consensao could be the idea. They tried. Everything was done with Lopetegui. Then they give up on him. Who are the other ones that could possibly go to Milan? Antonio Conte, in a way. But Antonio Conte was sponsored by Ibrahimovic. The new management doesn't want Antonio Conte. Because Ibrahimovic at the moment... they didn't give all the credits to Ibra to move freely. So... yeah, Conceição, I don't know how to pronounce, but anyway, he could be with Antonio Conte in a second line. Then is there another coach? They would love Thiago Motta, but too late. They were too late in the run. Then, for Bologna, who are the possible candidates if Thiago Motta leaves? It's Pioli. He's a possibility there. Then you have a possibility of Paladino as well, or Italiano. So these are the names there in the list of Bologna. Pioli, Paladino, Italiano. De Zerbi will not go to Bologna. De Zerbi could have been a name for Milan, yes, also because he's a Milanista. But I believe that things are going more towards the first one that I mentioned, Conceição. Juventus. There is one name. There is one name, and that name is Thiago Motta. If not Thiago Motta, guys, you always have to pay attention to Antonio Conte, but according to me, no. So, Inter. Let's go with the most certain ones at the moment. Inzaghi, Inter, Milan, Conceição. Bologna could go to Pioli, Juve, Thiago Motta, and you see all the clubs are changing except of Inter at the moment. Atalanta, and that's the big thing. Atalanta, they said Gasperini is going nowhere. He has one more year of contract. We will not let him go just like that. But of course, after so many years of Gasperini at Atalanta, of course they are open. If Gasperini says, "I want to leave," they will try to let him go. Where can Gasperini go? We will come back on that team later with more names. He could go potentially to Napoli. Gasperini could potentially go to Napoli. At the end, I believe he will stay, especially because Atalanta will play probably Champions League while Napoli not. Would be crazy, but I can understand the challenge as well. You know, you have these men like that at a certain moment, they have ambition, they want to change because they believe that the cycle is over. They didn't start thinking about other coaches at the moment at Atalanta because they are convinced that they can keep Gasperini. I think he will stay. Roma, they will play with De Rossi. Lazio, Igor Tudor, because they already changed, now, and Igor Tudor is doing quite well. Alessio likes. He likes. Napoli, Napoli is a big one, because he knows that he can't fail anymore. De Laurentiis. So he spoke with Thiago Motta last summer. He said it himself, but Thiago Motta said, no, I don't want to work with this crazy guy. So no to Thiago Motta, or Thiago Motta said no to Napoli. They tried several coaches. A lot of them said no. They want to go for Conte. And they are waiting. There are some conditions from Conte, but he knows that he can't fail. So what he's doing, De Laurentiis, if he needs to put some money from his pocket for Conte, that he's asking for 7 million euro plus 2 of bonus, so going towards being the most paid coach in Serie A, they can find a deal. They can find a deal, but Conte, they know already about their salary request, etc., but he asks, a few players to join Napoli to be sure that they can do something. A big replacement for Osimhen, for example. Imagine Lukaku to Napoli. Pay attention, guys. Pay attention. If Conte goes to... Write it down. Someone, write it down, and then you will tell me. If Conte goes to Napoli, which is not sure, but if Conte goes to Napoli, pay attention to Lukaku. Pay attention to Lukaku. Pay attention to Lukaku. Then, there are other names in the list for Napoli. Italiano had a talk with De Laurentiis, but Italiano is not the first choice, and that's a bit the problem for Italiano. He's in the waiting list. He needs to understand if Conte says yes or no to Napoli, then what about Gasperini? That is really a target also of De Laurentiis. And then you have an Italiano that is the 13th list, is waiting. We know that he will leave Fiorentina. Speaking about Fiorentina is nearly done. You know who will be the coach of Fiorentina? Write it down. I will tell you yes or no. Thank you, Sylvain. Sylvain is writing. Beppe, thank you for your generosity after a game like that. It's appreciated. It's... No, you, Sylvain. I hope you had a really great walk. You see, the memory is still working. Thank you, Sylvain. Really, really appreciate it. Merci, mon ami. It's not Pirlo. It's not Pirlo. Palladino, no, that's not. Yeah, he's also in the list, but that's not the name. There is nearly a done deal for Fiorentina. Who is the guy? You don't know, guys. Come on. I was thinking that you knew a bit better about the... But okay, I tell you. No, it's not Ventura, guys. From what I know, Fiorentina, it's nearly a done deal with Aquilani. You remember Aquilani played at Juve? Do you remember Aquilani? Played at Roma, played at Juve, played, I believe, also a bit in Premier League, but didn't succeed that much. You don't know Aquilani, guys? Alberto Aquilani? Yeah? Is it not something already known at Liverpool? Bravo Aldo. It's not something already known. I thought that people knew already. Aquilani can become the coach of Fiorentina. Yeah. Aquilani, Fiorentina. Then Torino, Juric will leave. Pay attention to Sarri at Torino. I tell you today. Pay attention to Sarri at Torino. Pay attention. Sarri at Torino. Genoa, Gilardino continues. Monza, Palladino could leave, but the problem for Palladino is the coach that a lot of clubs like. They like him. But he's never the first one in the list. Also because himself, there was a discussion between Juve and Palladino said, I'm not ready. Not now. Before Thiago Motta, there were some discussions. He said, I'm not ready. No, no. At the end of the contract, at the end of the year, it's over. It's already said. Beppe, first game of next season, what do you predict? Will the formation starting 11 just a guess? No, it's impossible. Colo, it's impossible to guess. It's really impossible. That's really the most difficult task to guess. I can tell you we play with 4 in the back. That's something I can already 100% guarantee you. But we don't know. That's really far. That's really far. But I believe in probably a 4-3-3.
It's time.
No, it's impossible. It's really impossible. Wait a bit, because I tell you, Carlo, you are not ready. You are not ready. There will be by the way, Carlo, I don't know if you have time or if you want to, but we should need a new version of the Mercato is Crazy video. The music remains the same, but we should need a Mercato is Crazy with instead of Pogba, Milinkovic-Savic and Di Maria, because we did it 2 years ago. We didn't do it last year. We did it 2 years ago. We should do with new players for this summer. Maybe Calafiori, Cope Manners, Samarty. I don't know. Zirix, we can put a few players there. But no, but if Di Gregorio joins, he doesn't start, guys. The first game of the season will be Szczesny. Look, you want to fantasize, you want to go with fantasy. Szczesny to the goal, Danilo on the right, Dorgu on the left. No. Wait, Szczesny to the goal, Danilo to the right, Cambiaso to the left. In the middle, Calafiori and Gatti. First game with the Mercato that is still open. Pay attention. In the middle, we go with the first game, Cope Manners, Rabiot, Locatelli. Up front, Kenanildis, Vlahovic, Chiesa. I'm not sure. No, it's really difficult. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I didn't listen to it, Brock. I don't care. I don't listen to the post game. You know it. Especially not if we lose. That's always the risk at Juve. That's always the risk. No, I believe we will, at the end, we will sell Solé. I believe we will sell Solé. I believe we will sell Huysen and Bremer to cash in maximum to reinforce in a lot of roles. It's really tough. It's really tough. Today it's impossible. It's really impossible today to guess. No idea. Seriously, I'm just guessing like that, but I don't know. I don't even know if we will play 4-1-4-1, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. Just, I know that we will play with 4 in the back. Buonanotte, Aldo. And again, a happy birthday. Nick, Barbieri should stay. No, he will go. Barbieri will go. But it's fantastic season, eh? Fantastic season. I agree, it's tough. You have question, guys. you can always try and send it to me. I would not remix it. I like how it is, but if you want to remix it, you can always. That's what Wolf did. Wolf this that is, I believe, still in the chat today. He took the version and he changed it slightly, and then I mixed, the two versions of Mercato is Crazy, and then we had the final product. If you want to, you can go. I remember someone also did a sad Mercato is Crazy song. There was also Rico the Unknown, fantastic, beautiful version on piano. So you can always go. You can always go. Arcelin and Michiel Juventini. They are part of the Creator Lab. They are watching the games. They are supporting you, of course. Of course. Celine and Michiel. Yeah. I spent, I believe, 3 days with them. It was really nice. Really nice persons, guys. Really, really nice. Celine and Michiel. Gabber. I'm not a gabber. I can't do the gabber dance. But I really liked the song. The song was really nice. It happens. Political. When politics enters. Okay, let's go with 3 questions. Let's try to stay still 5, 6, 7 minutes before closing. Right, few questions. If you want to, but the fast questions like yes, no, or whatever. I don't think so. Not now. Not now. What is that problem always with Curva? You know everything. They are in protest because there was the process and they were found guilty and they don't accept it and they decide again to go in silent mode except when they are away. What do you want to say? You know everything. In the beginning, I was telling you that I didn't agree with Curva. And people were pissed off with me because Curva is the holy grail. Now that people saw that Curva was supporting Allegri, now Curva, no, we don't like Curva anymore. Yeah, at least I have always been consistent on Curva. But what do you want to speak about Curva? Every week we have to speak about Curva. I don't agree with what they were doing. How was Geotel? Geotel is really nice. No, it's really nice. Geotel is really nice, guys. It's extremely nice. For what reason? Because you arrive there, you have a beautiful, you have a really nice reception with some shirts against the wall. Then you have some memorabilia, like really old ball there at the reception. If you go to the left side, it's a bit of privé area. If you go to the right side, then you have also the lounge area. You have a bar. And then you have the restaurant. And the really nice thing as well is you can just be there taking a coffee in the morning and then you see Milik that is going for a coffee, or you see Cambiaso that is speaking with his agents. You go in front of the door. Unfortunately, it's not a secret. It's not good, but I'm someone that is smoking from time to time cigarettes. You go in front of the door and then you see Rugani that is going out, or you see... Ealing Jr. that is coming. It's really nice, Then the rooms are really clean. Always clean is good. Then, of course, if you're expecting to see the Jay the Zebra in your room, you will be probably disappointed. Or to see, like frames of old Juve games in your rooms. No, the rooms are quite neutral, I have to say, except of a few details. But no, and also, of course, it's really close to the stadium. Really close to the stadium. You can go and walk, and that's really fine. Percentage of Rabiot staying. Look, I believe there are chances that he stays. Percentage, I'm not Montblanc, of course, so I can't tell you. But But I believe there are chances that he stays. I would not give up that easily in saying he's gone. There is no chance. Percentage is difficult, but I think that at today I would go with a 45% at today. Yeah, Ahmad. Yeah, 45.5647. Why not? I like that one. Yeah. A bit less yes than no, but I believe that, especially if Thiago Motta comes, you know about the relationship with Thiago Motta, Rabiot. So, Curva behavior is boring, yeah. How much more wins does Juve next gen need to qualify for Serie A? Oh, now we start with the national playoff, because we already started the regional playoff. We went through 2 games. Now we start, and it was like 1 game. You're in or you're out. Now we start with the home and away. Home and away. And I believe in total it's 8 games. So we played 1. Now we will play 2. Other 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I believe then other 2. I believe 6 or 7 more games. 6 or 7 more games. It's long. It's really nearly impossible. Kamara, cheap deal. It's a player that I liked. There is potential in, but no, I don't think that we need him. Beppe, do you think a tactical coach like Thiago Motta is the best choice, or do Juve need a Conte type of coach to improve the players altogether? No. I would go for a Motta. You know why? Because Antonio Conte is an electroshock, of course. It's an electroshock. It's one that will boost you, that will give you that energy. But I don't believe that Juventus needs to be waken up. I don't believe that we need an electroshock. I believe that we need someone to build, to change. We need to go and break with the past that is Antonio Conte, that is Max Allegri. I really believe that you need to go for a coach, that is there to build together with the players, with the management, because you will have a total new management, because you will have a total new technical staff, because you have a lot of new players, and you start fresh. Yeah. I would really go for a Thiago Motta. Then if Conte comes, which I don't believe so, but if he comes at the end, he will bring something. But anyone who will come to Juve now can bring something. But I believe that more than an electroshock, we need a way of playing. A way of playing, clear ideas, a total break. We need to have a breakup with all the past. That's what I believe, sincerely. Mikey Mazzarese, thank you for 28 months, Mikey. Ciao Beppe, just joined the live because of Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all our moms, indeed. Won't talk about today and how we qualify. No, it's good. We already did that. By the way, I was in closing time, Mike, so we'll not start all over again. Yeah. Will you be present at Olimpico? I was talking with Luca Campolunghi, that is an Italian creator, that from time to time we are doing watch-alongs together on the Juve channel about that game. And no, because I'm doing all the watch-alongs on Juve. I didn't even ask for it. So no, I will not go to Roma. I will not. Who will do the watch-along? In what kind of team Vlahovic will be the best? What kind of player? I believe he really needs much more balls, much more involved, much more free to play his game in a kind of 4-3-3 that I believe he can do really well. Choose one for 2025, win the Scudetto, win the Champions League, or win the World Cup. Look, I would tell you, let's win the... Look, I'm always more a Scudetto fan, but if you give me the choice between all of these, Champions League. Why? Because in Champions League we have that curse. I will tell you Champions League for a lot of reasons. First of all, if you win the Champions League, whatever you do in Serie A, you are participating to the next Champions League, and that's already one. 2, more game. If you go to the final and win the Champions League, that means that you played all the games of Champions League. Means you played all Serie A, and you play also all Champions League, which will increase the revenue. That's two. So I'm thinking financially, I'm thinking in the games that we play. I'm thinking about the automatic qualification to the next one. I'm also thinking about the curse that we have in losing 7 finals on 9 and winning the new format of Champions League as a real outsider. Look, guys, if we are able to do that, that's huge. Huh? That can accelerate everything, huh? Everything at Juve. So I would tell you, Champions League today. Do I believe we can do it? Unfortunately, no. So I would already be happy with the Scudetto, because you know that I am a big fan of winning in Scudetto. Then if you let me choose Champions League, not that I prefer Champions League than Scudetto, it's not that I'm telling you, but there are a lot of reasons why going and winning the Champions League would be much more beneficial for Juventus than the Scudetto next year. Other questions. Any interest for free transfer? There are a few. Mbappe is free, yeah? Mbappe is free. No. I don't know at the moment. There are a few. Modric is you don't listen to me, yeah? Pay attention to Modric, guys. Pay attention to Modric. Tuchel or Modric? No, I don't like Tuchel, guys. I really don't like Tuchel. Is Motta more similar to Xavier? It's a bit different, huh? It's a bit different in a way of playing. Starting lineup for Coppa Italia final. That's a really big question. Honestly, I don't know. Perin will be in the goal. Then it depends who will recuperate, but I believe that we will go with exactly the same defense. Gatti, Bremer, Rogani. I don't believe that the other ones will be ready. Could be that we see the surprise. That we see Weah on the right, Cambiaso in the middle, together with look, I can do it now. I will tell you what I believe can happen. Perin in the goal. I don't believe that Danilo will be ready. Let me wait. Wait. Wait 1 second, huh? I need to fix a few things. Okay. This can be one possibility. But Look at this one, guys. What about that? You play without regista. It's a fake 3-man. It's a fake 3-man because in non-possession, Cambiaso goes down and you play with 4. With Wea that goes up and you play with actually 3 here. Okay? It's a 4-3-3 actually. It's a 4-3-3 with McKennie that can goes wide. With Rabiot that can pay attention here. Okay? That's a 4-3-3. With Miretti that goes a bit more up like that. Okay? That's one way to do it. A 4-3-3. Of course, you have also the other side. With a up. And you have, of course, a Wea that drops down. With a Cambiaso that goes up. We know that we can see something similar like that. McKennie that pays attention here. And then you have a Chiesa that can possibly alternate to the right side to give some space and freedom to Cambiaso. Depending where we go, we can see similar situations, but can be. A lot of people, they go with 100% Nicolosi. I would not go 100% sure. Today, on the 13th of May, because it's already nearly 2 o'clock in the morning, I would not go with not what I want or not. I'm just telling you what I think can happen. Like this to start with. Yeah. That's what I think can go. Yeah. Beppe was calculating the points like all of us. Thankfully, it's done. Yeah. It's over. Look, before the live, I was already finalizing the calculations, and it's over. I prefer this, but knowing Allegri, believe Kostic over Miretti. Could be that we see this, guys. Wait. Could be that we don't have Miretti, that we have a Kostic. Where is Kostic? Kostic here, and then you play with Cambiaso. But it's a bit difficult, huh? No, I go for my other one. I don't think so, Colo. I really don't think so. Today, Kostic played because Wea was absent. And again, he didn't play a good game. No. I think that Cambiaso can be on the left with Wea on the right. We missed Locatelli, so we need to invent something. And we need to do it fast. We have how long? 2 games. 2 days, 3 days max to find something. It's a difficult game. I agree. It's a really difficult game. The danger, of course, is that they believe Atalanta they can do everything. They are in the final of Europa League. They just beat Roma. They are in the run for qualifying to Champions League as a 5th team. They are in the final of Coppa Italia just like Juve. So they have everything in terms of confidence. Again, people are speaking correctly. So about Atalanta, the thing that they are doing. Gasperini never won a trophy in his life. He really wants to do it. And he knows that it will be. It's annoying to say, but it's the reality. And he will have more chances to win a trophy against Juve than against Leverkusen. Then he can win both, maybe. But he knows that if he can win the Coppa Italia against Juve, that will be another big boost to play that Europa League. So pay attention to they will do the game of their life. What did we do against Atalanta? We drew twice, I believe, 0-0 and 2-2. The first time we were lucky. The second time, I have to say that we deserved a bit better against them. But no, it will be a game where they will do the game of their life. Yeah, they can still finish third. Yeah, it's true. They can finish third. Because they have one game to recuperate. If they win it against Fiorentina, that will know at the end of this, after the end of the season, they will go at 66, and they have still then 2 games to play. Where if Bologna Juve finish in a draw, what Juventus loves to do ultimately, yeah, could be Thomas. Could be the first one of Dusan, yeah. The only thing that appeals to Juve is that they played. They have played many matches. Bah, Dosby. Honestly, yeah, I would tell you, yeah, it's true. But no, in fact, it's true. The problem is that they are absolutely not tired. If you saw how they were running today against Roma, and we saw how we were playing, so they played like twice. Because did they play in the week? Yeah, they played in the week against Marseille. They played against Marseille. We didn't. If you saw how Atalanta was running and how Juve was walking, then you understand it, huh? The man of the match of today. I would go with Rabiot, because that goal qualifies us in Champions League anyway. But no. The man of the match. Guys, did you see the performance? How can you go with man of the match? Cambiato. The post. Yeah, the post probably. No, we can't. We can't speak about man of the match after a performance like that. Sport pages. Wednesday, so Juve, Dea, gracias. Dea is Atalanta, and that's how we call them. La Dea. So thank you to Atalanta. Wednesday, the final of Coppa Italia against Gasperini. They need a trasfigurazione. It should be, like a total different Juve if you want to do something there against Atalanta. It's the most embarrassing performance against an opponent that was already in second division. Rabiot at the 91st minute, and the missed goal of Basic at the 97th avoids a humiliation. For Allegri, only 15 points in the last 15 games. But in Roma, it will be something different, says Allegri. I don't know if they have added other pages. Looks like not. So let me check if we can find other pages here from Italy. Yeah. Fino alla fine. Until the end. Grande festa Juve. Bah. Big party Juve. It is champions with Bologna. Rabiot offers at the 91st minute the draw for the Bianconeri that were obliged to try to come back the goal of Pierozzi. Now Allegri is targeting the Coppa Italia. Wednesday, the final against Atalanta. The Ketelar show Gasperini is breaking Roma. What about, do we have Gazzetta already? Here we have Gazzetta, Juve, Champions e a capo. That's a beautiful title. Juve, Champions, and we start all over again. risked the knockout against the last one in Serie A, and now it will be a revolution. Rabiot equalized against Fiorentina only at the 91st minute. Allegri said, a lot of mistakes, but now we think about the final. Wednesday, Coppa Italia final against Gasperini. But Alessio is saying it's not unpopular. We ruin players like Vlahovic, Kostic, Locatelli. It's not something unpopular. It's just that you have moments, cycles where things are going bad, and or you have exceptional men in terms of behavior, strength that are able to break it. But I'm speaking about all, about technical staff, about players that are able to break that negativity and come back, and they need actually to bring us. Otherwise, they are also there in that spiral, and they finish to go there. So it's not Allegri, it's not the club, it's the situation that is like that, and whoever comes, it's difficult to go out of that situation. Extremely difficult to that situation. So it's normal. It's unfortunately it's normal. It's tough. Especially because we saw Vlahovic, one of the problems, behavior, personality, Locatelli too generous, Kostic adapted to a way of playing that was first defending and then attacking, which he was not used to. Today we can say that some of these players lost in terms of value. Other players with other characteristics, they gained a bit, like Rabiot, like Weston McKennie. But we are in a difficult moment. It's not about we did or we did not. It's the situation that makes it that everyone is dropping. Guys, if we were, it's simple, but it's in all aspects. If we were, trying to compete for the Scudetto, if we won the Scudetto, if we won the Coppa Italia, if we go in Champions League quite far, probably also for me and for the channel, it would have gone much better. Probably I would have done all the interviews in Torino, and we would be there every time. I would live in Torino maybe already now. But at the moment, it's difficult for everyone in every single aspect, and it's difficult to go out of it. I would love to offer other content, but sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's impossible, so it's understandable. But it's not unpopular what you're saying. People are asking, Beppe, do you sleep sometimes? Sometimes I do. By the way, that's what I will do now. Of course, I will not be able to sleep. And the coffee, you see, the coffee is there, the Red Bull. Of course, I will not be able to sleep now, but I will digest a bit before a video of tomorrow. Sylvain, bonne nuit et merci à tout, pour tout, Beppe. No, la mamma io dodo, j'imagine. Now, yeah, of course, Mama is sleeping. She's working tomorrow. I die. We missed one like to have 300, but I can guarantee you one thing. Now, let's focus for the remaining day on Atalanta, and then I can tell you after Atalanta, whatever the result, that it will be beautiful days on the channel. I can guarantee you that. Beautiful days. Of course, there will be some people that will cry because their fan favorite will leave and so on, but we know that. But I can tell you it will be nice. It will be funny. It will be great. And I will try this week to make something nice to explain you what happened in La Continassa. You want the last answer? You want the last answer about who can join Juventus? It depends of what role we need, of course. You can't just promote for promote. Players in line are Savona did well. Savona did really well this season. Luis Haza, but he needs to extend, which at the moment is not yet done. Comenencia, the player that I really like. My weak point. What do you mean, my weak point? Weak point? What, that I don't know? No, of course I know. I know a lot about next gen. Or you mean a weak point that I have an affinity for them? What's the meaning? Weak point, like a weakness, or un faible? Ah, okay. You mean like yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. No, no, I like next gen. You know why I like next gen? I will tell you why I like next gen. I like, of course, I like the first team as well. But I interviewed, I mean, nearly half of the next gen team, as I did for the first team. But I can promise you, after the live, I always send a message. First team or next gen, I always send a message privately in DM. And then they follow me immediately. They follow me, and then, you know, when they do something good, I write a message sometime. I say congratulations. And they always answer. They are really keen. Sometimes they like my pictures, like that, you know. You have a continued relationship. You know, like for last time, Comenencia, he sent me a message. He said, "Well, Beppe, you're a really great interviewer." That's really nice. That's really nice to hear from people. No, it's not famous. It's not famous. No. Oh, did I tell you or not the story of Ealing Junior? Because no, I see that Amati is saying famous Beppe. Did I tell you the story about Ealing Junior? That's the best one, huh? That's really the best one. I couldn't believe what was happening there, because actually what's happening with Ealing Junior is I'm in front of the J Hotel. I will explain that story in the kind of video I will make about that. I'm in front of the J Hotel, okay? I'm there, tranquillo. The weather is fantastic. I'm waiting there alone. At a certain moment, I see a guy that is coming in front of me. But you saw the video how he was dressed. So I see him. I know that I know him. But he was a bit far, and I don't really I don't know why I don't really realize. I'm watching him, it's like I know him, but I couldn't understand that it was Ealing Jr. Why? Because usually I am the one that sees players and not them that see me. And he's getting closer, and that's strange, because usually the players, they don't come close to you. You have to go, you have to chase them, you know? And here you have a player that is arriving towards me, and then of course I know who he is. That I say, "Ciao Samuel." No, he says in Italian. He says, "Come vai?" in Italian. And I know it's Samuel. That is English, so I say, "I'm good. How are you, bro?" So the clap was 100% fantastic. He said, "I'm good," and he recognized me. So I said to him, "You know who I am?" He said, "Of course I know who you are." And it was super funny. It was super. I was shocked. I promise you, I was really shocked, because usually I have to say, you know, I'm Beppe from Twitch. Oh yeah, I remember. There it's the player that comes to me and tells me, I know. Of course, I know who you are. And we spoke a bit, and then I took my phone and I said, "You know what? Can we do a selfie?" He said, "Yes." I said, wait. We will do something else. We will do a video. I said, "We'll do a Ciao Juventini of the World." So of course, then we said it. Fantastic guy. No, seriously. Eh? And I said, you know, I'm following you since Primavera, since the under 19. No. I was surprised. I promise you, I was surprised. Because now the players, they start really to know my face. They know who I am. For example, last time, Nicolussi, he knew who I was immediately. Rugani. But you know what the funny with Rugani? Because Rugani is following me on Instagram. He went out of the hotel, but they see so many people that are waiting always, and so on. So they try to go a bit fast, you know. He sees me, he goes, and then he stops, you know, like looking, and I say, "Daniele," and then he recognized me. We took a picture, But for Ealing, it was different because he's coming to me like, well, I said, well, what do you want? Strange. So I was really hoping that he was doing well. When I came back, when I was in the plane, I was telling myself, no, look, Locatelli is not doing the great season. Rabiot is today he scores, but the first half was really bad. You can't say he's doing well. But you know that it's difficult, sometimes to. No, I will change. I will change how I'm saying it. I'm proud that I have never been, even before working for Juve, and especially during, never have been insulting towards the person. Never take their mistakes on the field as an excuse to go too harsh. I mean, going harsh, of course, you need to criticize. Look, I tell you, today, nobody deserves to wear the shirt. It's the reality. It's a pity. It is what it is. But I'm really happy. I'm proud of let's say it like that. I'm proud of the guidelines that I've taken to speak on the channel before working for you and giving continuity. Because it would be, I believe, awkward if you go there, you speak to Weston McKennie on live, while the day before, 2 days before, you say insulting this, insulting that. Would be, I think, first of all, not professional. First of all. Secondly, not okay. That's why sometimes, people say, Beppe, today, how many are they paying you to defend Allegri? I never received any order from Juve to defend anyone. But I believe it's logical thinking. Can you imagine you go there? You are live with McKennie, with Chesney. You're live next to them, eye to eye. And then McKennie tells you, why were you speaking bad about me yesterday? It's strange, huh? Strange. Like, for example, Ealing Jr. I said it, huh? I think that he's incredible in entering the game and changing, especially when we are losing 1-0 or drawing and we need a goal. He's the best one that can change you the game from the start in the way that Allegri is playing. I don't like because he has to cover double role and he has difficulties to do it. I believe that's being, objective in my opinion about football. That doesn't mean I don't like the player. That doesn't mean overrated, washed, finished, whatever you want to. No. In that context, it's difficult, and I see him more like that. It's not an insult. And Douglas Costa was entering in the last minute and was doing fantastic. You see the difference? Alessandro Consigli, sul momento difficile ha ragione, è un periodo dove nessuno approfitta, neanche il content creator. Parlo di esperienza anche quando creavo content per GFD. Speriamo in tempi migliori, Beppe. Grazie Andrea. Grazie Alessandro. Grazie. No, è vero, è così. Muharemovic is a great player as well. Captain of the under 23. Così ti trasferisci a Torino, ancora ti aspetto in Germania. Vediamo. Alejandro Paredes, we need the new technical director as soon as possible to make the market plan. But we have Giuntoli. Yeah, that's important. You can criticize the player. The person, no, I don't like that. That's why some people today, again, Beppe, will you finally go #out Allegri, whatever? No, No, if you need, guys, if you need me to say hashtag out after so many weeks, after so many months, it means that you are not watching the videos or you don't understand a single word. So why should I spend time with you for something like that? It's true, Lucien. Dai, now buonanotte, 3 hours of live, but we needed to do it. Ragazzi, grazie Alessio, grazie Sylvain, grazie Nick, grazie Alejandro, Imran, Jawad, Alessandro, Nur, and all the people that were there from the beginning to the end, like Thomas, Makluf. Grazie a tutti, buonanotte, ciao Juventini of the world. See you tomorrow. Ciao ciao.